So now we're going to jump into episode 2. We're going to find out a little bit more about Simon's backstory, and we're going to be checking out what else is going on up in the ton. So if you're watching at home, go ahead and get your Netflix out, turn it to the very beginning, 00.0, and press play now. We're going to watch this together. I hope you got your snacks. I just have some water. She hollering. Look. In my history, I was an L&D nurse, so I used to hearing all of this hollering and screaming. Can you imagine doing this back in the day? Like, seriously, no epidural, no anesthesia. It's a wonder there's any children in the world, because it's a no for me, dog. Look at this fool. Poor lady, she sound like a cow. And all he want to know is it done yet? Slap him. He's such a dick. I'm over here bleeding. He lost all respect for me. What is it? What you mean? Look at her. Can you imagine? This is giving House of the Dragon tease, though. When they cut open Viserys' wife. I'm getting flashbacks. Look at her. This is so sad. She's sitting there watching your friend insanguinate. She's just dying right before her eyes. And that dick is out there telling all the names of the child. Don't even worry about the wife. Such a dick. I can't. Simon got daddy issues for sure. You had that as a father. Can you imagine being babe? You know, you're the queen and you're in here in your royal tub where you have somebody just rubbing on you. She looked like she having a hot flash like me. Don't you love a gossip? The Duke is giving Hoey McHoison right now. Now, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful drone shot. I absolutely love this. Love the cinematography of the show. He is just so fine. Oh, he said 5 minutes alone in the drawing room. But look at her face, though. She's like, really? Doing what? She's so worried about being ruined. Girl, bye. You'd be just fine. Now, this is stupid. Why they didn't tell the young ladies about sex education to try to keep them pure? That's stupid, because they didn't want a bunch of hoes in the house. They didn't want hoes in this house. I understand Eloise's perspective here, because she wants to be educated, right? And women back in the day, they didn't see us. They just saw us as legs and a womb. And she don't want to end up like that. She want to get her education on. But ignorance is not bliss. See, she said, we got accomplishments to acquire. We ain't got time for this shit. Now, the first seasons, these early seasons, seeing the boys, I'm looking at Colin and I'm looking at Benedict. The girlies who know, I'm looking at them sideways. It's 8 of them. Of course, all the girls are still ignorant. And the boys, all the boys know, because they all sow their wild oats. It's just so crazy how they just keep them all in the dark. It's just ridiculous. Who's Daphne? She finna have some koalas. Now, Daphne house starting to look like the Feathertons from the last episode. Dude, Nigel, I can't stand Burrock. I can't even stand to see his face. He just pushed that dude out the way. That's ridiculous. I wore my satin knee breeches for the occasion. Shut up. Go ahead, girl. Look at all these folks bringing flowers and stuff for you. He just looked like such a weasel. Come on, mutton chops. Look at mom. Mom is so confused. See, even her mama was like, you promised her to Nigel Burrock? You stupid. What is wrong with you? And he's not listening to her. Not at all. Not listening to her. He gets to be out here in the street doing God knows what with who knows who, all of the boys for that matter. He's sitting up here trying to be all pious and stuff. This is crazy. He's such a dick. Okay, so she literally is saying she don't want this. Her mother is there to give her a little something, but then again, the man, even though it is her son over here acting like an ass and saying whatever he says goes. Daphne over here trying to pull the wool over her mama's eyes. But mom, she saw how y'all was looking at each other. Mom clocked it. Come on, Simon. And Mr. Mondrian. Now, okay, so I know they boys. I mean, I get it. You want your sister to be off limits. I get that. And sucker punch. He sucker punched him. It's all right. I think he could handle himself, though. He over here telling him, you my boy and all, but yeah, you should pick another girl, because that dude, not the one. Not him trying to call him out, talking about he been like wherever he was, doing whatever he do. Not him trying to call him out. He doing the same thing out here in these Bridgerton streets. Shut the hell up. He don't understand that. He didn't have a family. What is you talking about? Oh God, these flashbacks. I mean, it gives us insight into his troubled past. I did read the books, and these images here, the thing that you can't see with the show is his inner monologue and all the things that were going through his head while he was trying to formulate a sentence. And his father was such an ass. This is where the seed started to germinate. He's a baby. This is the original imposter syndrome. You put that kernel in the baby's head and he feel like he needed to be perfect because the monarchy itself granted them this line. Marina. And Penelope is so sweet. She nosy as hell. She want to know what the hell going on. She's so innocent. Look at all her love letters. So the queen, she want to know what's going on. She wants to be entertained. Somebody is literally standing in front of her, contorting themselves, and she could not be bothered. She's just like, can somebody entertain me? Look at her face. She gonna get the tea though. She looking cute though. She looking nice. She got that drip on. She even have a crown. The queen wants to be entertained. She wants to be entertained. She gonna wear the diamonds tonight. Oh, flashback. Look at Simon. Aw, oh little Tink Tink. He looks so cute. Go on, Lady Danbury. She says she made herself frightening. It's the wit and the wardrobe. She sharpened all of that and then became the Lady Danbury that she is today. Lady Danbury gonna take him into the Danbury house to really raise him. Talk about being worthy of the attention that you command. Look at him now. That's swag. Hold your head up high. You have confidence. She was the mother he needed to have and instilled that confidence that he needed that his dick of a father did not give to him. And nobody in his household for that matter. She knew what she was doing. Oh, look at them. So they still working on the plan, the fake plan to be together. And that Nigel Berbrook over there just peeping around the corner. You just want to punch him again. Keep doing the little fake love story plan. They're already catching feelings. You could tell. Now, everybody else drooling. Everybody know that that's who they want. They want him, but she already got the first hook in him. So they just gonna have to wait. He catching feelings too. Look at Nigel's face. I ain't never seen that dude bump into him before. Come on, mutton chops. Did you see the look on his face? We know she could clock, and she did clean his clock. The cat's coming out the bag now. He had to speak up and say something because he was trying to defend her honor, and Berbrook being the pompous ass that he is. See, now he know the truth, and now he's like, now you listen to her. Because first of all, a man told him. It wasn't that Daphne told him, because Daphne been trying to tell him that she wasn't fucking with this dude. But because this man told him, now he want to say something. But she mad as hell. Of course, you have to keep up appearances. You can't be out here just being all crazy in public because you have to keep up appearances. And of course, everybody out here talking. But that's okay. Look how he just swagger away. And he should be listening to Lady Danbury, because Lady Danbury trying to tell him a little something. She's never steered him wrong. She's always been a maternal figure in his life, and she's always had his back. And so even though he don't want to hear it right now, or he just doing his own thing, whatever it is that you do, you might want to pay attention to this. Look at this damn Berber. First of all, don't be sneaking up on folks. Don't do that. That's how folks get jacked. This exchange right here, this just made me so angry. He talking about he need her. You don't need her. You're a duke. You got money. You got this. You got that. She's a diamond. It's going to make me better. Like she a cow or something. And then because they boys, they used to sowing their wild oats. And he's like, if I knew she was loose. What? See, talking all that man shit. Beat his ass. Beat him. He deserved that right there. These flashbacks are so hurtful. See, now he's a little bit older. So I'm looking at the dynamics of this scene. He was doing fine once he was seated, but once he stood up, it exerted some power and it made Simon feel small. And then it made him nervous. And then all of a sudden, all of that insecurity came bubbling back up to the top. And his father, being who he is, just made the boy feel small. He doesn't know the irreparable damage he's doing. And see how he disrespected Lady Danbury too? He's just trying to love him. He said, I'm not dead. And he wrote to him just to say, I'm gonna keep you up on all of my progress. I'm trying here. And he just shut that little boy down. I wish he'd just forget about that man and to be done with it. And to be as old as he is, found all the letters. Father never read them. Not a damn one. That's so sad. And then the other thing is, Whistledown is out here dragging her in the streets with her paper. Dragging her because Anthony with his dumb self out here telling anybody who would listen that she was supposed to be with Barbara, which is just so silly. And poor little thing, she don't know what to do with herself. See? Look, and Cressida the Cowper out here talking. Everybody whispering, talking about her and Barbara. This confrontation needed to happen. She would have told you. She did tell you, your dog. She did tell you. She told you that she would want to marry him. But you didn't listen to her. But until another man told you that he attempted something, now you want to sit here and talk about you had her side. But that's okay. It took a minute for you to come around, but I'm glad you did. I'm looking at you. I'm really looking at you. See, I knew he was going to start catching feelings. So, of course, he punched the hell out of Burberk, so his hand a little sore. But she playing games. She don't know. So she's like, okay, yeah, let's perform for these dudes over here. But in the meantime, you could see that they're really starting to fall for each other. And they're just friends and just talking and just having a good old time and enjoying each other's company. Look who's looking in her eyes. And of course, we know she's smitten. Here come Burberk. He looks grotesque. See, now he out here dragging her name in the streets. In a public place. He dragging her, talking about they was at the dog walk together. Okay, and then he doubling down. That's the thing I don't like. He doubling down. This is that privilege I was telling you about. He got this privilege and he was like, I got a Bridgerton in 3 days. She gonna be my wife and I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want with her. And what he tried to do, he ready to do. No. And Simon just came right to her defense. Like, they had to hold him back. It's like, hold me back. The first thing Anthony want to do is duel. Now, the interesting thing is watching Eloise as she is listening to this exchange that's happening. She is floored because of this one thing. Her sister's life is ruined because she's forced to marry this man she doesn't want to be with. Daphne having the time of it right now. She's upset, but the worst thing is to be stuck with this fate because this pompous ass Nigel feels entitled to marry her because he's a man and he made some arrangement with Anthony and he's gonna basically blackmailing them, basically saying, look, I'm gonna talk if we don't do this. And poor thing, all she wanna do is to have what her parents had, to have love. Back to Eloise. So she out here, she a little rebellious. Her trope is a little bit interesting to me because she doesn't look like she's into men. She's very, very outgoing. She's very rebellious. She's giving lesbian to me. And this is a rewatch. I've seen this show before and I've been spoiled about her story. But in these early episodes, she's not giving these usual debutantes. She's not one of the regular debutantes. Look at his body. 5, 6, 7, 8 pack. Look, oh my God. All sweaty. That's Mama Bridgerton, and the queen herself wrote her. She gotta go to the palace. Can you imagine being summoned by the queen? She's an aristocrat. Her son is a viscount. She was married to a viscount. I mean, a duke is higher than a viscount. If duke comes first, then a viscount. They're still aristocratic. They're all in that circle. Come on, Queen Charlotte. Getting a little bumpy bump. She bored as hell. She out here just doing stuff out in the open. Just feeding the Pomeranian. Come on, Brimsley. The queen is telling her without telling her, you got some work to do, mama. The queen is bored as hell. She's like, look, I want Daphne and the Duke to get together. Do what you need to do to make sure that this happens. And she's like, he's a big gossip. She's saying, read between the lines. She's like, are you picking up what I'm putting down? She picked it up. She looked like something from The Wizard of Oz, like the first one in 1939. Little Oompa Loompa lady. Can you imagine that woman to be your mother-in-law? She just out there just eating them out of house and home. Just like a man, he gets to sow his wild oats everywhere. And now he want to get Daphne. He a baby daddy. Be gone. Tell that T. Come on, tell that T. Come on, lady, whistle down. And all of them looking at him. He's like, what are they talking about? Everybody know your business now. Bye. Bye, Felicia. I mean, considering, that is your baby. And yes, he's what? I don't know, 29 or 25 or something like that. He 20-something. That's like my son trying to tell me what to do. Little boy, sit your ass down. Let me school you for a minute. Oh, Marina. I get it. You don't want the other girls to have the reputation that she will get if it gets around that she's pregnant. Don't want it to taint your other girls, but poor Marina. Look at her. She is beautiful. Of course, Eloise, she picked up on something. She don't want that life, parading you out to try to get a man. She want to nurture her mind. She can't relate to Daphne with all of this pomp and circumstance. She can't. This conversation about, she's talking about children and marriage. She don't even know. She don't know nothing about sex. She don't know nothing about how babies are made and how they come to be or come out. I guess In a way, I would be in Eloise's camp because you don't know. You might feel some kind of way about it. This whole game that Daphne is trying to act as though she all that in a bag of chips and that she's in the know. She don't know shit either. She's the eldest girl, so she has just maybe a little bit more maturity, but she don't know shit either. He's like, girl, you full of shit. That's what she said. You full of shit. Now, this conversation is really good because they were able to salvage the whole Burbrook situation. Thanks to Mama Bridgerton and with the little nod from the Queen, they were still able to come together and just talk through it as friends and to really solidify the plan. She's now telling him that she is for real. She wants to be able to find love. She wants to be able to find somebody. And if he's not available, stop playing. I'm serious. We need to kick this into high gear because she don't want to be stuck in a situation where she won't be happy. Simon just melts his heart a little bit and they're having this conversation. And now he's like, well, call me by my name. Ah, we call you by your name. And he touching her too. See how close they got right there? He know about the birds and the bees. She don't. She is falling so hard right now. But look at his face though. Clock that T. Look at his face. Because now she's like, let me go talk to these other misters because I need to find a man. And somebody else is with Daphne. But look at his face. And as all the men start swirling around her, look at his face. We know she in love with him. But look at his face. Notice he was starting to stutter a little bit. That little stutter came back because he was a little stressed. Can you imagine this man who treated you like straight street booty all your life? He on his deathbed and he talking about my son. I don't give a damn that your heart's swelling with pride. Not a goddamn. See how the roles have turned. I hate that for Simon. That was the end of that episode. Shock and delight. What was shocking about that? The shock was finding out about Simon's backstory, being able to see all of the trauma that he had to go through with that dude he called daddy. That was horrible. Absolutely horrible. The delight was being able to see how he and Daphne, they have this fake dating agreement. They're becoming friends. They're warming to each other. It's just delightful to watch this friendship unfold. I don't think either of them really know what's really happening with each other, but it's clear that whatever is happening is affecting him to the point where he's starting to retreat back into that little boy that he was. You remember when he got really flustered, he stuttered. You notice how he did when Lady Danbury asked him at the ball, "You okay?" And he stuttered a little bit. He's like, no, wait a minute. Something's going on here. He recognized it, but he's like, okay, well, let me see where this goes. And poor Daphne, finally being heard. She tried to tell her brother that she was not interested. But of course, it's a man's world. Ain't nobody listening to her. But until Simon spoke up and said something, then he was like, oh, I'm so sorry, da-da-da-da-da. And then what made it even worse was the Queen had to intervene a little bit to say, hey, look, I can help you with this problem. By having the servants talk and figure out what the tea really was, that's how the Burbrook thing got swept under the rug. Now we can really focus in on what the goal is. The goal is she need to get married. Having the Duke to help her with that would really help her because, of course, remember, the Duke is the highest, besides the King and Queen, the highest ranking gentleman. So everybody want him, but he got daddy issues. He got real bad daddy issues. So he is unavailable. He is mentally unavailable until he could deal with his trauma. He hadn't been dealing with his trauma. He just been hiding from it. Now, Daphne, she's like, look, thank you for helping me with this Burbrook thing, but we need to get serious. I need a man. I can't be out here being palmed off to some Tom, Dick, and Harry. I need your help. So let's do this. And so now he's starting to catch feelings. Notice how he touches skin on her back. That was electrifying for her. So I can't wait to see how this all turns out. Of course, I know how it all turns out, but reliving it. This was a good episode. Now, join us at patreon.com/leopard shoe in the tea circle, hunty. Okay, in the tea circle where we gonna be spilling the tea. Okay, girl. Join us over there. We're going to be spilling the tea. We could relive this together in real time before the folks on the YouTube side see it. Because, of course, you get it first. Just consider this lady whistle down so you can get your tea first. Join us in the tea circle at patreon.com/Leopard Shoe so you can get that tea hyping hot. Until next time, honey. Next time, we're going to be talking about the art of the swoon. We're going to have some swoon-worthy conversations. Until next time, deuces.